Susham, I appreciate you for continuing to add context to this conversation. And lastly, before I let you go, we also got some pretty major updated news just yesterday. This is U.S. Supreme Court did make a decision. They left in place a lower court decision that blocked part of a Florida law, making it a crime for undocumented immigrants to cross into the state. This statute imposed various mandatory prison terms for violating that law. This has officially been blocked. What are your thoughts here as to how this will continue on? Was this a major update for the Supreme Court to rule on?
Yeah, this is a really interesting case as well, Christina, on a different constitutional issue. So usually with immigration law under the INA, the Immigration Nationality Act, it's the federal government that has control on immigration. I mean, that makes sense in a variety of ways too. You don't want to have different states have different rules of who can come or who could go and interstate travel and all these things. So the two major provisions, Christina, that the district court looked at to put this on hold, the Florida case on hold, was the Supremacy Clause, which says, federal law is the supreme law of the land, and the Immigration Nationality Act has all been done by Congress, by federal law. And so that's why they put it on hold. And then also the Interstate Commerce Clause as well. So those were the two bases. And what the Florida law had done, just to take a step back, is they had made it illegal for individuals to enter Florida that, were deemed to be illegal, which wasn't as clearly defined, or if they had a removal order before, and then not subject to bond, which could also impact immigration court proceedings. So the argument that it could impede federal law, like the state law of Florida could impede federal laws, is the most crucial issue, and why district court judge found the law to be unconstitutional. The 11th Circuit agreed, and then the Supreme Court didn't unlift that stay for now to find that law to be unconstitutional. So it is very interesting. Now, the burden is a bit different. So we talked, Christina, about injunctions before. Burden is a little bit different. And the 11th Circuit, because it deals with a preemption argument of the Supremacy Clause, the 11th Circuit really put the onus on the government to show that they would win on this issue, that they would have a strong likelihood of winning, which the 11th Circuit found that the government hadn't done. And so it's a little bit of a burden shifting issue to put this on hold. But it is, the Florida law is on partial hold until a final decision is made by the Supreme Court, which I think, again, we won't know now, but when the Supreme Court gets to it next term, I think this will be likely found unconstitutional under the Supremacy Clause.
And it'll be certainly interesting to watch. And so we appreciate, as always, Susham Modi, an immigration attorney, joining us from the Modi Law Firm to help us break down these headlines. We appreciate your time, as always, Susham. If we have any more updates, we'll certainly continue to bring them to you here on Live Now from Fox.
Thank you, Christina.